and she just never had necessarily the funding or the equipment in her career, which ended last year.
Right. Yeah, it's a brutal sport, I have to tell you. There's so much that goes into it that doesn't, initially come to the eye.
19th place start for Katarina Simonakova, another brother-sister combination in this sport. Represents Slovakia. Her brother Jakub will be one of 2 Slovakians in tomorrow's men's competition. Veering, but
save.
not touching the wall. That was good instinct.
Right, but this goes back to sled setup, as we were talking about earlier. Oftentimes when you can make corrections like that, that means you chose a sharper setup. You chose to make your runner sharper, which makes it easier to drive clean lines down the track. But your runner... Oh.
So
I spoke too soon. But anyways, to finish that thought, when your runners are digging in, that's going to cause a lot of friction, which will slow you down. And
yeah,
again,
she's struggling. She did a nice job to get back on that sled, but didn't fully gain her balance. She still may cross the finish.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Best of times, worst of times, Tucker, because that was kind of a veteran correction at the top.
It was.
That was
great correction at the top. Just caught a little bit too much sideways pressure out of 11. And she did the same thing as we saw earlier from the Russian athlete, where you just hit 14 a little bit too early, and you found that entrance bump that will knock you over. We'll see the replay right here. Oh, nope, we'll find the start.
Yeah, the key issue was a little lower when she nearly touched the wall and then made the correction, and then, of course,
so
down
right here is really
bottom.
where it started. She had kind of a slap off of curve 10, so it was hard to get the line set perfectly in 11. And now when she's coming out, she carried a lot of pressure, and she touches that slider's left wall. And now you can see the sled's pointed right towards that entrance bump, and she actually tipped into the curve on this one. It's unfortunate to happen. Hopefully she's okay. She was moving around, so I imagine she is, but we'll wait and hear.
Did all she could, but
it was a great fight.
And let's forget that you can be so rattled after a crash, of course, and so.
Yeah, you're very disoriented after a crash, so when you're getting back on your sled, you don't know which direction you're going to be facing.
Instinct sometimes makes you realize, I got to hold on to my sled, I got to get back on the sled, but easier said than done.